welcome back to my channel. So here we are at the end of 2022 and the time has come again that we need to look back on the year and set new goals. 2023 has arrived. Excuse the state of me. I've got black bags. I got up in a rush this morning. I had an appointment to do. Put the face together quick. Got the black bags. Ignore. So what we're going to do is I've got my laptop down here. We're going to look back at last year's video. I've just forwarded to the bits where I'm going to talk about what I wanted to achieve this year, and then we're going to pause the video and we'll reflect back on whether I've done that, and then we'll set some new goals for 2023, because as you know, you set an intention to do something, but then a lot happens in a year, a lot of things change, so you don't always do what you think you're going to do. And then I've also got my iPad down here for me to write some notes. I haven't prepped anything in regards to doing any goal taking, note taking or anything like that. I'm literally just going with the flow, so we're just going to roll with it. And then I've also got my phone in case I just need to look up any figures and things like that. So without further ado, let's jump straight into last year's video. If you want to see the full video, I will link that down below, but we're going to go straight into the clips and let's see what I said. But yeah, so let's go on to 2022, and I've written down some things of what I want to achieve. And the first thing that I wrote, and what I think I definitely need to do this year, is I need to write my goals up on a physical whiteboard. I'm either going to write them up on a whiteboard, so I'm going to buy one of those whiteboards, I think you can get them in Poundland, or I'm going to print them out and I'm going to stick them to the wall, because if I don't see them, and I've got them like now to show you, I've got them on my iPad on my Good Notes app, but then that document can be just like filed away, mixed away with all my other documents. I'll forget about it. So if I have my goals, including my online courses, if I have them printed up or written up on a board, stuck on a wall in my spare room, wherever, I won't forget about it, and it will jolt my memory. Oh yeah, I need to do that. And I'm hoping that will make me better at doing my goals next year. So yeah, I did that. I've got them on a whiteboard actually in my bedroom. So I wrote all my courses on that whiteboard and I've got them all down. I've also got another big whiteboard in the kitchen, and that's all my things that are in my mind, and I've probably would have shown that in one of my videos before. So things that I need to get done, I write that on my board. So I've become a very visual to-do list person, but in regards to that helping me complete the courses, that didn't really work. I think I've crossed off one course on my whole list. All those courses I signed up to during lockdown, and then once you're out of lockdown, your life is busy. So yeah, I didn't do any of those courses, so I probably have to put that back on for next year. So I'm just gonna write that down. So let's go on to the next bit. So that put me on to my next one, is that I must finish my courses. So where I will have my goals written up, I'll also have the list of courses that I need to do. And I've seen some other courses. I was going to sign up to a facial reflexology course, but I don't know if I want to sign up to another course until I've finished now the ones I've done or signed up to already. I want to be more consistent on YouTube, so I slacked off a bit, you know, when I got busy with the shop. I just didn't have time to go onto YouTube. I did record a couple of videos, and I have got a couple of videos recorded. I just haven't edited them. It's the editing that takes a long time. But I just, when I was busy in the shop, I just didn't have time to edit YouTube videos. But I want to try and be more consistent because I want to grow the YouTube channel. And sorry, I can see the lighting going bright and dark here. We've got a really frosty day today and the sun's trying to fight its way through. So the next goal of YouTube and being consistent, I think I have been consistent on YouTube. So maybe 1 or 2 weeks I have not posted, or 1 or 2 times I've not posted as per my schedule. So I aim to upload a video onto YouTube every 2 weeks, and I do it on a Tuesday at 6 PM UK time. So I think apart from 1 or 2 times I've missed that schedule. Sometimes I have actually put out an extra video, so I've done it a week apart, you know, if I've had more content. So I have been pretty consistent in doing that, but that's because I've had a lot more other things to do craft wise. So I've been able to record those videos and put them out there. So hopefully you've seen, if you have been a regular follower, you've been able to see that difference. So I was going on to the next bit about Shopify, I think it was. Let's see what I was saying. The way it cropped pictures and you had no sort of flexibility with it, it was quite limiting. And Shopify is great. It's got the app and you can upload every time. Like I released a new product, I could do it via my mobile phone. When I launched my wax melts, you know, my sales, I was getting through my mobile phone. But it's not cheap to have a Shopify website, and a lot of my sales, they don't come through Shopify. I see that I do get a lot of visits to the website, but I don't get the sales. I get the sales through Etsy if I get them online. So I am debating, do I close the Shopify website down? I want to have an online presence online, but it took a long time and a lot of effort to upload and put all the product listings up, and I'm debating whether to shut it down. I don't think you can even pause it, because I think when you pause it, it just wipes your website clean. You know, I even got business cards made. Let me show you one. Here's one of my business cards, and I had a logo with my website. So if I shut it down, you know, every time I send out an online order, either for Etsy or whatever, I always send one of my business cards to try and direct them for any more sales to go through my website. So I don't know whether to explore another platform or what to do, but I need to do something with that. It's been on my mind of something I need to really look into doing. So I've still got my Shopify website. I didn't do anything with my Shopify. I have uploaded more products to Shopify, but I haven't closed it down. I haven't researched a new platform. I've just continued my Shopify. To be honest, I've been too busy doing other things to even consider looking at something else or building a new website. So yeah, I didn't change my Shopify. I've still got it. So that will be linked down below if you want to check out my website. Sales I've got, and I'll come back this time next year and see if my Etsy has grown. So yeah, I've had 105 sales, I've got 105 listings. But another thing. So let's just see, I've just said 105 sales, 105 listings. So I'm just going to quickly go onto my Etsy now, and I just want to see, because I haven't looked, to be honest, I just want to see what it currently is. So Etsy, I've had a sale this morning actually. So listing wise, I have active, I now have 124 active listings on my Etsy, and oh no, sorry, I have 102 active listings, 24 have expired, so I probably need to review that. And then total sales, I've had 152 sales up to today. So I've just had a sale this morning, another Jelly Baby frame. So since the beginning of this year, so if I had 105, I've had like what, 47 sales this year through Etsy. I mean, it's better than a kick in the teeth, so it's better than nothing, but it's nothing that's gonna make me rich. Some people have, I've been reading on some Etsy groups, they reckon they've had like, I don't know, they have like 50,000 orders or something crazy. But yeah, I'm nowhere near that. I'm just a small little Etsy shop. It's just something extra. So yeah, that's where we are in regards to Etsy sales and numbers. Let's carry on. It's been playing on my mind and these things rattle around in my head. It's my Etsy shop. So my Etsy started with press-on nails, and that's how it started during lockdown, and that's how it grew, that I sold press-on nails, and then I developed into resin and jesmonite and making things like that. And I'm debating whether to split the store in two, so to have one for press-on nails solely and one for more of my creative side of the products that I make. Because sometimes I find that if I'm looking through my Etsy store, you know, if I don't want press-on nails, and as I'm scrolling, that's all I'm seeing, it would maybe push me off, you know, people that weren't interested, like, oh, I'm not interested in press-on nails, and they would click off the store. So I wonder if it puts people off, and whether I should split the Etsy shop into two. I don't know, because I've already gained traction and, you know, clicks on the shop, and people have favorited the shop. So if I now split it, will that affect where I am now on Etsy? I'm not sure what to do. And then obviously I'm going to look into, so I didn't split off my Etsy, like with my Shopify website. I haven't had time to split off and create a whole new Etsy shop. You know, I've got a lot of listings. You see, I've just said I've got 24 expired listings. I didn't even know I had 24 expired listings. I've not been very good at keeping up with my Etsy shop. Is it best to do it now, to split it whilst I am still a small shop? You know, yeah, I've got a lot of listings, but in regards to sales, yes, I am still a small shop. So should I do that? I don't know. I have got another thought in my mind of what I want to do going forward in regards to Etsy sales. So we'll come on to that when we talk about 2023. Whether that's something that will happen, we'll see this time next year. But yeah, let's move on. Now, and then so I'm going to look back at my products and realise what, you know, because I know from my physical shop what products sell and what do people want. So I'm going to phase out and stop making the products that are a waste of time, and I'm going to focus more and really niche down on some products. You would have seen in one of my vlogmases that I got some pet tags, and as I've got the Cricut Maker and I've got the engraving tool and I really want to be engraving, I want to do personalised pet tags because I'm a big animal lover. You can see I've got all my pictures of all my animals behind me. I love animals. So for me to get into doing personalised pet tags just would make sense to me. So if I can do that, I've got them. I just need to get down to the finer detail of how I'm going to do them, list them, price them, all that sort of thing. I've got the products, just need to niggle it down. But yeah, hopefully I'll be well underway by this time next year selling personalised pet tags. Maybe something else, we'll see. So I did make pet tags. and I didn't do them with my Cricut maker, so I got a laser instead. So you might have seen that. I created a whole range of pet tags, a whole different variety, different colours, different styles, but nobody bought any. Whether I didn't market it enough, I don't know, because, you know, I make these products, I do the pictures, I put it out there, but then I just don't get the sales, so then I move on to the next thing. I don't constantly push out that product. So yeah, I've got pet tags. I did make them. They're on my store, you can order them, but I don't actively go back and promote and constantly push it into, you know, my Instagram and things like that. I just move on to the next product. So yeah, I done it, but was it successful? That's another story. So yeah, let's move on. So that's that. Also, you know, I've got all this other sort of side hustle things going on, and as I say, I'm a full-time worker on the side. I don't talk about my full-time job. I work in aviation, and I don't talk about my full-time job because, you know, when it comes to aviation, there's security, so I don't give any detail about my job, just to keep that on the safe side. But when it comes to that, I would like to be part-time, if not completely self-employed. But at least I would, by this time next year, I would like to say that I'm no longer full-time employed, but I've managed to grow my own side business, whether it be on my beauty side, combined with all my crafting side of my business. I would like to be able to sustain to be part-time in my employed income. I've always thought about it for a while. It's a big risk to take, but maybe this will be the year that it happens. So, as you may well be aware, the UK, we're going through a cost of living crisis. Yeah, the UK prices have rocketed up, household bills have gone up, people are spending less. So no, I haven't gone part-time, I haven't gone self-employed. It just, at the beginning, as we were in the early stages of the year, it was still in my mind. I was still like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Come the summer, I'm gonna do it. But then, you know, the country was going into a bit of a mess, as you know. So no, you know, in regards to my beauty side of the business, clients were coming less, clients were spending less, clients were cancelling more appointments. They weren't spending as much per appointment. So in regards to being able to sustain and be comfortable being self-employed, it just wasn't the right time. Household bills have gone up, you know, the amount we pay now for our electric, for our gas, especially now in the winter. It would have been a stupid decision now to not have that comfort of a full-time job and to risk going self-employed. Even you know, like my sales and my shop and things like that, I don't believe it was as big as it used to be, because people are not spending as much. So it's just not the right time. So yeah, I did not go self-employed. Assistant on the likes of TikTok. I went to go and post a video last night on TikTok, because I know that I've got a little video clip of when I was doing the jelly babies and putting the vinyl on, and I was like, oh, I could put that on TikTok. I ended up spending about an hour on TikTok, and it just catches you. It is so addictive, and I ended up not posting my video because I just got distracted. But I need to be more consistent on TikTok. I know that from some YouTubers that I follow on TikTok, they tell they tell us when you watch them that that's how their business grew, through TikTok. So I need to be more consistent on it. And then Patreon, I said it last year, I'll say it again this year, but we will try and start a Patreon, but it all depends how things go this year. I'm not going to make promises, but if things develop and things grow and my platform grows, then I will look to develop Patreon. So yeah, I've posted more on TikTok. I will link my TikTok down below. I don't even know if I've got my TikTok listed, so I will link it down below. But have I noticed any sales or anything through TikTok? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I get sales through Etsy, whether that comes because they've seen my TikTok and then that's driven them to my Etsy, but I can't say I've seen it on my website. I haven't got no extra sales on my website because somebody's seen my TikTok. So it's more my crafting side that I put on my TikTok. I don't put my beauty on TikTok. So yeah, I've done more, but I haven't gone viral. I haven't gone massive on TikTok. And Patreon, no, I haven't started a Patreon yet. If you want me to do Patreon, let me know. But I'm stuck as to what to offer on Patreon. So yeah, I haven't done that yet either. I'm behind on my tax return this year. So last year, if you watched the video from the beginning for 2020 or 2019, I was in April, I was up to date on my tax return. This year, I still haven't submitted it. We're in January. You know, I'm here recording a video rather than doing my accounts. So in the next couple of weeks, I need to have that nailed down and submitted. And by this summer, I need next year's done. I can't be having my tax return last minute. So Tina, this time next year, you better not be behind. Yeah, so today is the 28th of December. I submitted my tax return yesterday on December the 27th, so a month before it's due. So yeah, I did not nail it down by the summer, so I was still cutting it fine. I'm just always so busy doing other things. So yeah, I submitted my tax return yesterday, and then I spent a lot of the morning going into the afternoon trying to catch up to December halfway, inputting my other bits. So I'm hoping that by April or end of April, by the time we're able to submit the next tax return, that I will be ready to do it. So yeah. But this year I turned 40, the big 40. You would never have guessed it, would you? I look about 20, but I'm turning actually 40. So I don't know what I want to do for my 40th. Go Ministry of Sound, don't know. But yeah, you'll find out. I'll either vlog it or something, or you'll find out this time next year. But yeah, I turned 40, and then right, before we move on to what I think is the last bit. So yeah, I turned 40 in April. I mean, I'm looking a lot more tired now than I did last year, but I've had a busy week or so, so excuse that. Plus I'm older now, I'm in my 40s. But yeah, I had a brilliant 40th birthday party, just like family and close friends. It was brilliant. A really good party in a nice Italian restaurant. So that was excellent. And then also on my 40th birthday, so I've been engaged for, I don't know, 15 years, maybe longer. You know, you always see the rings. I've been engaged. But my boyfriend, fiance, he asked me to marry him again, because he said it's about time. So we have actually now set a date for a wedding. so, or to get married. So in 2023, in July, I'll be getting married. So that's what happened on my 40th birthday. So I'm getting married in July, and yeah, I didn't think that would happen this time last year when I was talking about what was going to come in the year ahead. But yeah, by this time next year, I'll be a married woman at the age of 41. Let's see what that last bit was about now. Oh, before I show you just a painting, a diamond painting that I done, you can see one just there. Just set some numbers. So YouTube, I said I was at 27300. So let's set YouTube at, I'm just writing it down. Let's set YouTube at 5000. Let's be optimistic. So YouTube 5000, did I say? Yeah, we're not at that. Yeah, I'm consistent on YouTube, but I haven't reached 5,000 subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed, then please subscribe. But yeah, my YouTube is 3,497, so I'm almost at 3,500. So I haven't even grown 1,000 subscribers in a year. Even though I'm consistent, some of my videos do get some quite good views, but yeah, I haven't gone up to 5,000 subscribers. And I'm talking about numbers here, you know, oh, and I want to be, you know, my YouTube this number, and my Instagram I want to have this many. But actually I've decided I don't really care about numbers. You know, like my Instagram, I post because it's my portfolio. I post pictures because it's where I'm able to put my pictures and showcase my work, not because I want to have so many followers and be an influencer. So yeah, so my beauty, I'm going to be talking about it here, but my beauty Instagram, I think I've actually dropped. We're going to see what I said I was at last year, but I've dropped down to 678 followers on my beauty's Instagram, and then on my crafting Instagram I've got 117 followers. So I don't have a lot, and I'm not about the numbers. I know people that have thousands and millions of followers, that's how they get the sales. But you know, if I had 1 million followers on my craft Instagram, I wouldn't be able to keep up with making those sorts of orders. But yeah, let's see what I was saying. 1,000 again for both accounts. I ain't gonna be naive about it, should we say, for both. And TikTok, let's get to 1,000. Right. Yeah, happy with that? I think so. And then when it comes to Shopify, Etsy, let's see what happens. You'll find out this time next year. But let me show you, before we finish off the video, some diamond paintings, because that's my last one. Is that I've got a diamond painting and I need to finish. So I was just about to show you a diamond painting that I said I needed to finish. I didn't even do anything else on that diamond painting, so we're not going to go into that bit. There's no point me showing you that. I did not do any more of that diamond painting. It's still sat in the drawer underneath here and I haven't touched it. I've been busy doing other things, more important things, should we say. So I don't think there was anything else on there that I said I was going to do or anything. So let's move on to the next part. Let me tell you what I've been doing in 2022 that I didn't know I was going to be doing, and then let's move on to what we're going to do in 2023. So I hope you've just enjoyed watching back on those bits. Yeah, they're personal to me, but you know, they might resonate with you, to give you ideas on how to set some goals for yourself. What have I been doing that I didn't know I was going to be doing? So this year I've bought myself a little laser machine. So I think it's like a 5-watt diode laser. So you would have seen some videos on my channel. If you haven't, go and check them out, where I've been doing some laser engraving. So I've done it on my pet tag. So I have done stainless steel and anodized aluminium with that. If you want to see more videos, let me know. I've done wooden items, I've done keychains, I've done Christmas decorations, and I've actually just ordered some bits off AliExpress, and I'm going to be making some of my wedding decorations or wedding table decor, like name settings and things. I'm going to be laser engraving those for my wedding. So when those bits arrive and when I do that, I will record a video and show you how I'm doing that, to give some of you some ideas. And you know, it's not a big expensive laser. I've been tempted not to buy the Glowforge, but the next one down there's a Gwaiki Cloud, but it's still expensive. And then I was tempted with the X-Tool M1, but that's still quite an expensive machine, but it's almost like a built-in Cricut silhouette at the same time, and I don't need that because I've got a Cricut. So I was like, if I'm going to be spending that much money, do I put in an extra couple and get a proper laser? But then you need a good setup and a good space to have a big machine set up, and I don't really have the space for one, so I decided at this time not to get a laser. Will I in 2023 have a new laser machine? Let's find out. I've also been doing sublimation, so I love sublimation. Sublimation has been one of the best things when it comes to crafting that I have ever done. I should have done sublimation a lot sooner. So I converted an Epson Eco Tank, and I do sublimation, I do mugs, I do tumblers, and I've just got I've also got like a tumbler press, heat press. I've now got a HTV Ron auto press. So I have just recently done a couple of t-shirts. I haven't put that video out on YouTube yet. That video will probably come out after this one, so be sure to look out for that. But I want to be doing more t-shirts with sublimation. Whether I'm going to be trying some DTF, so direct to film printing, using my heat press and things like that. We'll see if I venture into DTF as well, because you can do that more on, because sublimation on t-shirts, you do it on white. You see I'm always wearing black or dark colours, so I want to maybe try DTF, so I can do it on darker colours. What else have I been doing? So I created with the sublimation, I did like these personalised Christmas family discs, and I just loved them. I've got mine over there somewhere, but I sold a few of those over Christmas, and I've got designs of that I want to be able to make these sort of personalised family portraits sublimation wise, but not only just for Christmas. So you can order one of these personalised sublimated prints on a plaque or what have you any time of the year as a gift. So I need to set that up, and I also want to do maybe I'm going to be probably sorting something out with that tonight. You know, like when you do the Wellington boot portraits with the family. So I do the jelly babies. I've got to be doing that next. Once I finish recording this, I have to go and make a jelly baby frame, or I need to make the jelly babies to start with. But I want to be doing the Wellington boot family frames where you personalise those. So that's something else I might do for 2023. What else have I done? I retrained in ear piercing. So I trained years ago with Cathlon in ear piercing with the gun method, but just in November just gone, I retrained with Studex, and I've trained in a new system, and I'm now piercing ears again. Well, not a lot of ears, but I'm piercing ears again, so I'm doing that. I think that's basically it. I've just been busy with the sublimation and doing new products and things like that. the thing is, when it comes to sublimation and stuff like that, you can really personalize it. So you can put more of that on Etsy, but I just haven't got around to creating like personalized listings or things like that. I also, you would have seen it maybe in one of my AliExpress hauls, I ordered all these molds to do plaques, because I want to do personalized plaques or logo plaques and things like that. I haven't made any of those yet, so that's something else I need to do. So let's have a look at what we're going to set for 2023. I'm not going to be as you know, naive and thinking that I'm going to be doing all these things when I clearly know I'm not. I lead a very busy and sometimes very stressful life. You know, I say I work full-time, I have my beauty business on the side, and I'm a crafter, and I try and do YouTube, so I lead a very busy life. So I'm not going to say that I'm going to do everything, because I'm probably not going to do it. So the first thing I wrote down before is my courses. Let's try and finish these courses. We'll get that done. That I'm not going to sign up to any more. I almost did sign up to the facial reflexology, and I keep looking at that course, but I haven't signed up to it yet. I need to finish these courses, so let's get that done. And then my tax return, yes, I submitted yesterday, but my next tax return, because I'm getting married this summer, I'm going to be busy planning a wedding. So as soon as we get swing into January and things like that, I need to start planning, you know, the wedding invites, and start going into the finer detail of wedding planning. I haven't really done much in regards to wedding planning, so I'm going to be busy doing that, getting ready for that. And then come July I'll be getting married, then I'll be going on honeymoon. So I don't know how much time I'm going to have for other things. So my tax return, I want to have that ready and done by May. So by May, it's in June, is it in June? In June I'm having my hen do. So by May we want my tax return complete, but we'll see. Then what else? Obviously going to be getting married, so we're going to be first half of the year we'll be planning that. I'm not going to be making everything for my wedding. I'm not one of those. I'm not going to make my own wedding invites. I haven't got time for that. I'll be ordering those through Etsy. So if you do make wedding invites and you want to recommend your wedding invites to me, then link your Etsy shop down below and I'll check it out, because I still need to get ordering some wedding invites. Yeah, and I don't know, in regards to numbers for followers, I'm not going to set no numbers. As long as my YouTube grows, I'm happy for my YouTube to keep growing, and as long as it grows at a steady pace, I want to continue to be consistent on YouTube. So I write continue to be consistent on YouTube. So as long as I'm consistent on YouTube, then my numbers should continue to keep growing. Whether they, you know, if they grow at a steady pace, then that's fine. You know, I don't need them to rocket up. And then in regards to my Instagram and things like that, I don't post every day. Sometimes I'll post daily, sometimes there'll be a week before I post again, but I don't want to spam people. So if my Instagram grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But my work is on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you want to check out my Instagram, then I'll either put it here right now on the screen, or it will be linked down below. So that's that. And yeah, I'm almost thinking, do I want to set more goals so that when we do this video again next year, there'll be more to look back on. But at this stage, I don't think there's much more I can say I need or want to do. I don't think I'll be part-time. I won't have the time to even consider being part-time. I don't think currently living in this country we can afford to be part-time with the way things are going. And yeah, that's it really. Oh, I have just thought of another thing for 2023. I briefly just pointed on it earlier that there was something in my mind in regards to Etsy. Is Etsy and what I sell on Etsy. I'm thinking to go down the route of maybe digital products, and whether I can offer digital downloads on Etsy. So in regards to when you sell on Etsy, it takes a lot of time and effort to make a product, and time is something I don't have a lot of. So if it's something I can create in the background, like download wise, and then somebody buys and then just downloads it, it'll be a lot quicker for me. So I'm trying to think of what sort of downloadable products or items I can make to go onto Etsy. So yeah, that's something that's been in my mind in regards to starting to sell those sorts of items instead online. I'll still do my physical items and a few personalised ones, but then the rest will be downloadable. So yeah, we'll see if I do anything with that on Etsy. Yep, I don't think there's anything else for me to add. Whether I do more that I didn't even think I would do, then as we come on to this time next year, let's see if there was more that I was going to achieve than I thought I was going to achieve. Maybe I've just had a bit of a busy year that I'm just not thinking I can achieve much more in the year to come. Maybe I'm just so tired, I just can't think about what I want to achieve next year. But yeah, I've got other things to focus on, and yeah, let me know what your goals are. Did you achieve your goals for 2022? Have you got any new goals already set for 2023? New Year's resolutions, goals, ambitions? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, then please subscribe. I thank you for watching, and be sure to come back for another video soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.